Heuristic programming. Today I am going to talk about heuristic programming, but first let me introduce myself. Hello everyone, my name is Aina Nur Alisa binti Rahman and I am from IMSS555A. This is our today's discussion. First is what is heuristic programming. The second one is the types of heuristic programming. The third one is example of heuristic programming, and the last one is the conclusion.
Let's get started. The first one is what is heuristic programming?
Heuristics are mental shortcuts that help us make decisions and judgment quickly without having to spend a lot of time researching and analyzing information. They usually involve focusing on one aspect of a complex problem and ignoring others. They work well under most circumstances, but they can lead to systematic deviations from logic, probability, or rational choice. Next, the objectives of heuristic: to produce a solution that is adequate for solving the problem at hand in reasonable time frame. For example, that employ heuristics include using a rule of thumb, an educated guess, an intuitive judgment, a guesstimate, stereotyping, profiling, or common sense.
Next is types of heuristic programming and example of heuristic programming.
There are three types of heuristic programming, which is the first one is availability heuristic, representativeness, and effect heuristics. Let's take a look at the first one. The first one is availability heuristics. It describes our tendency to use information that comes to mind quickly and easily when making decisions about the future. The availability heuristics involve making decisions based upon how easy it is to bring something to mind. Let's take a look at the example. If you are thinking of flying and suddenly think of a number of recent airline accidents, you might feel like air travel is too dangerous and decide to travel by car instead, because those examples of air disasters came to mind so easily. The availability heuristics leads you to think that the plane crashes are more common than they really are. Let's move to representativeness. We often rely on these heuristics when making probability judgments. It involves making a decision by comparing the present situation to the most representative mental prototype. When you are trying to decide if someone is trustworthy, you might compare aspects of the individual to other mental examples you hold. Example: a sweet older woman might remind you of your grandmother, so you might immediately assume that she is kind, gentle, and trustworthy. We will move to the effect heuristics. It involves making choices that are influenced by the emotion that an individual is experiencing at the moment. We often rely on our emotions rather than concrete information when making decisions. This allows us to reach a conclusion quickly and easily, but can also distort our thinking and lead us to make suboptimal choices. Example of effect heuristics. Research has shown that people are more likely to see decisions as having benefits and lower risk when they are in a positive mood. Negative emotions, on the other hand, lead people to focus on the potential downsides of a decision rather than the possible benefits.
The last one is conclusions.
The conclusion: it is important to highlight that heuristics are the strategies derived from previous experiences with similar problems. These strategies rely on using readily accessible, though loosely applicable information to control problem solving in human beings, machines, and abstract issues. Their power lies in their ability to induce people to take better actions and decisions. Heuristic programming is characterized by programs that are self-learning, which is they get better with experience. Thank you for listening. Bye.